Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about one of the biggest struggles in my NoFap journey, and that is dealing with the urges that you get on your NoFap journey. It's like it's something that is inside you. Like it's a fight between you and you. You fighting yourself, your mind, to not watch porn willingly. So these are the moments that truly test your willpower. And if you are on a similar path of NoFap or self improvement, you know how challenging it actually can be. But yeah, we all should remember that these challenges are as is an opportunity to grow yourself and become the person that you always wanted to be. So I would like to talk about those urges and how you can deal with those urges and what could trigger those urges. These urges are kind of a problem to you, and to deal with the problem is to find its root cause. And the root cause for these urges, the urge that you get to watch porn or fap, there are some patterns to these root causes, and what I'm able to find, and which a lot of guys would agree on, is like being bored. The first one is being bored, and the second one is using like you see something, your visionary. So the second would be social media, like you open in your phone or laptop or anything and you see the picture there, or something visual that hits your mind and reminds you of all the good things that is in the porn or anything else. We would be in social media also, the most important, like the most used thing is Instagram, which is the most triggering thing. And for me, my biggest trigger has always been Instagram. And every time I open it, the post on those explore pages pull me into a cycle. The platform is intentionally designed to like hijack your dopamine system and make it hard to escape. you know um, Even there are some researches that I would like to talk about. There was this research that shows that when we consume porn, the brain's reward system experiences an unnatural dopamine spike that should not have been there. Your dopamine, we have talked about dopamine, and if we haven't, we'll discuss it. But basically, it's a happy hormone. It's what makes you happy, and it makes you feel motivated to do any task. So if I'm over here and I'm like just getting bored or anything else, and I open Instagram and it spikes my dopamine, so it makes me happy to use Instagram. And the moment I stop using my phone and put down it, my happiness would just decrease, would just go to the baseline, like below baseline, and I would start to feel very anxious or very sad. And then to get happy again, I'll again use Instagram or go to any other incognito tabs, or you understood what I'm talking about. So yeah, so there was a study by Stanford University that highlighted that this dopamine overload gradually reduces your brain sensitivity to real life pleasures. So you should get happy by doing tasks that you were meant to do, the tasks that you have got a deadline to do, or the tasks that is for your growth. Maybe it was going to the gym or waking up early, or or anything about your tasks. So those dopamine spikes were meant for those, that the more and more hard work you'll do to grow yourself, the more dopamine spike would be there and the more happy you will be. And at the same time, like you are also being happy and also growing in life. So it used to be a balance of those things. But when you started getting the dopamine from not the real life work, but from technology of using Instagram or watching excluded content, so your dopamine spike actually made it unbalanced. Like your happiness went up, but your growth went down. So yeah, and the more you consume, the harder it becomes to find joy and motivation in everyday life. So it just widens the gap that I talked about in my recent video. So how to like deal with this thing? It's really simple. You need to eliminate that. So what did I do? I eliminated that trigger. My first step was to delete Instagram. This is the part of what James Clear in his book Atomic Habits calls environment designing. You have to like design your environment based on things that you want to do in your life. Your surrounding should be that. So if you want to break a bad habit, you need to remove those triggers from your environment. As long as the triggers are present, the urges will be always be strong and would be there. What we need to understand is, if your surrounding is filled with, like you always have those apps and video games and anything else that makes you feel less bored. So the more and more of those games and Instagram app you'll do, the more and more the gap between your real work would widen, and the more and more depressed you'll feel, because we as a human always want to grow ourselves. As also a person who is committed to self improvement would always feel this in the back of his mind, that what I'm doing is wrong. So to eliminate that thing, you need to clear up your environment. You need to get rid of those triggers. You need to get rid of the root cause of the problem, that the urge that you're getting from. So you need to eliminate Instagram from your phone if you have that. And even if you are using it for the purpose of maybe some people use it for motivation or for their business, or being connected with friends, I get that. What you can do is keep it at a very minimal usage, that you only do that for work, not for just mindless scrolling on Instagram. So you don't have to do that. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That was it's like, it's not easy. Like, you will feel bored, and at that time you'll crave Instagram again, and you might reinstall it and then again start using it. But those are the times when you have to have the strong willpower to resist it, and you have to work on those real life things that we talked about, that is for your real growth. And eliminating triggers isn't enough. You need to train your willpower, as I told you guys, that you need to have a strong willpower. So there are studies that shows that the practices like meditation and mindfulness strengthen the prefrontal cortex. It's the part of your brain which is responsible for self control and decision making. So the more and more meditation that you'll do, and the more journaling, I always keep saying about journaling, and I have my journal. I don't know where I have kept it. I would show you. So I also do journal, and to be pretty honest, I have always been honest on my channel. I haven't done journaling for the last 3 days, but yeah, I'll do it right now. Just after making this video, I'll do it, because doing the journaling, it actually, how it strengthens your mind is your decision making, and gets good. Like, you won't feel a cloud of thoughts in your mind. All the thoughts have been written down, and now you have the clear vision of how you can actually achieve your goals, how you can what all are the thoughts that are useless and that are just coming from the outside world, from someone else, from the third party, and you don't want to indulge into that. So the part of the mind would just keep getting stronger and stronger. Also, there was this study by Harvard Medical School that says that just 10 minutes of daily meditation can significantly reduces the urges and impulsive behaviors. So the more meditation you'll do, the more you'll understand your behavior, the more you'll understand why these thoughts are coming, why these urges are coming, and how you can resist it. So for me, now that I've been staying away from porn and everything, and it's been more than a month, how I feel about it is, whenever, and I have been doing the journaling part. Meditation is not that easy. I am still not a very good at meditation, but I just try to do it. So whenever the urges comes to me, I feel like, I just don't feel anything about those urges. I just feel that, okay, so my mind wants me to watch porn. Oh, how disgusting it is, and I just eliminate that thought, and I get into doing some other thing that I want to do in my real life. So that is one thing. Also, to journaling also helps you process your emotions, and by processing your emotions, you'll notice all those gaps that you have to fill. What I meant by that is, there must be some psychological reason behind you watching porn, and the more you'll journal, you'll get to know about yourself, and you'll eliminate those thoughts, and you will have a like a statement to give yourself, to talk back to your dirty mind, we can say. So the more you'll journal, you'll have the statement ready to talk back to your mind, that no, I don't want to do that disgusting thing, don't come in my mind. And I know it's a struggle, we all go through that in our daily basis. As a person who are committed to a self-improvement journey, we know. What else I should take you? Yeah, I realized that the real solution to overcoming urges is living a purposeful life. When you work on your daily goals, like going to the gym or learning a new skill or even focusing on your career, your brain starts getting dopamine reward with healthy activities. Not those Instagram activity or the or non-healthy activities that we put that into that category of that. And the biggest secret of NoFap is channeling your energy into something meaningful. So as I explained over here, that how the first root cause was being bored, and the second was those triggers. So the first root cause, the second can be eliminated very easily by deleting your Instagram. The first one, that is being bored, it can be eliminated by going or showing up to the tasks that you have to do and doing those daily tasks and channeling your energy into those tasks rather than being bored. Or the more and more hard stuff you will start doing, the more and more you'll start loving it, and thus your energy, all the semen that you have been storing inside yourself, the retention, the term which we, all the clickbait channels that keeps telling you about the semen retention power and that made me a god and everything, it actually comes from that you're not using any cheap dopamine thing, and you're actually working on your real life and channeling that energy. That we can see that as energy, or as the extra time that you have with yourself, and working it into something productive and the thing that you love. So that's how you start becoming like more like a responsible man or woman, or a great guy, whatever. Yep. So at last, we all should know that the journey isn't perfect, but addressing your triggers and building a purposeful life is the key to success. So remember, NoFap isn't about avoiding porn, it's about transforming yourself into the best version you can be. So yeah, that was pretty much for this video. I just want you guys to know that it could be very struggling, it can be it, and it should be struggling, and you have to overcome those struggles to become the best version of yourself. And believe that I can, or you can, anyone who's watching this video, bro, we both can become the best version of ourselves if we go through those struggles. And yep, we should keep doing the hard work, and we should do those hard work especially when we don't feel like doing them. If this video was anyhow helpful to you, or some kind of motivational shit, well, I'm not into motivation. That I particularly do not preach motivation. Well, but even there are moments when we need motivation, a little bit of motivation. And if this video was somewhat that for you, you can keep you can keep what do they say at the end of the video, like you can check my other videos, and you can subscribe to me if you feel like. You can like this video so that it reaches to a greater audience. Yep. And if you have subscribed, I welcome you to Kaizen Family. And if you haven't subscribed, well, you are also the part of a Kaizen family, but it's just that you have not subscribed it yet. I don't know. I don't want you to subscribe it, man. Maybe I'll cut this last part. I was fumbling.